Salute, salute, salute. Peace and power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. As you come on in, please know that this is a safe space. Please know that this is a space of learning and getting learned up. A space of educating and being educated. A space for questions and answers, comments, concerns, conversation, dialogue, intelligence, analyzing, dissecting. This is a space, this is your space, a space of love and unity, all on a path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, you're going to earn your keep tonight. I know it's late. Earn your keep, classroom assistants. Please put all funding information in the chat for the duration of class. Please put all contact information in the chat. In the chat for the duration of class. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, or you believe that you need anger management, or you know that something is wrong, book an assessment. Book an assessment, okay? Get it in. Find out some things about yourself and how you respond to the world, okay? If you or anyone you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. If you or anyone you know, and I mean anyone, your brother, your sister, your boss, your employees, damn it, your pastor, or your bishop, okay? Shit, your producer, your mailman, damn it, your milkman. If you or anyone you know is in need of help with a domestic violence situation, book an assessment. Learn the alerts. Find out what you need to be aware about. Behaviors, certain patterns. Remember, the life you save could be your own. Okay? Yes. Listen. And if you already up under my fold, get your shut sessions in. You're going to start getting hit. I'm telling y'all now, you're going to start getting hit. Yeah, with some fees when you book and don't show up. It's going to happen. Okay? Trust and believe. All right? All right? Nah. It may be long, it may not. So tag your people, tag your classmates. We're going to see who really is in class. Who really the star students are. Yeah. Yeah, who's turning off the news and coming through? Who getting up? Who might have just been on their way out and heard the voice and they're like, uh-oh, we got to go. Class. All right? So tag your peoples. Okay? Tag Jermaine Dupree. Son got to cut it out. Tag the bishop. Bishop Lamor Whitehead, we got to tag him. And the mayor. Yeah, tag both of them again. We have to revisit this. I'm not getting it. Okay? Tag the governor of Louisiana, of Pennsylvania. Yeah, Philly, wilding out. Connecticut. Yeah. And DeSantis. Tag them all. Yeah. And we shouting out Haiti. Tag Haiti. We need to know truly what's going on and how and if we can support. Okay? It's getting very, very disheartening. That space, the information we getting. Okay? But Dutch Row is in the building. 517, we see you. Eric, Carlos, what's happening? 55. Lovely lady, we see you. Geechee, 3-4 is up in there. Marguerite McDonald, music. Bushhead, what's going on? Strictly Game LA's in the building. Yeah, you loving it. It's about 8:30 over there. You got your feet kicked up, sun still shining. Okay, Merc, low 2-6. What up, GB? What's going on? Mike, nice. What it do? Andre Davis, Luke Kai, Stone is in the spot. Mark Lewis, what up? Black Leaf, what's going on? Maxwell Trucking. We see you. We see you. Black Queen of me. What's going on? Rugi Houses up in the spot. CDP 55. CD? Yeah. Got him. Nina Smiles. What's going on? Uh-oh. J Fo from Memphis in the building. Yes, indeed. Brandon Hawkins. What's going on? Tata. Uh-oh, Emerge the MCs up in the spotty spot. Urban Sweet Spot. 55. Yeah. We see you. Got him. Urban Sweet Spot. Hold that 55. Tata, what's going on? Yes, we got to get into Philly. Yes. Huh? Chris Treats, Philly, another Philly. I'm glad y'all in the building. We gonna need y'all input tonight. But Chris, 55, you don't come up in here like that. 55. Ryan Miller, what's up? 55, Ryan, that's what's good. That's what's up. Patricia Gray. Whoever that is you sneaking in, if you get a 55 for sneaking in, yeah. So let's get this right. Yeah, because it's late. We got to go. We got things to discuss. No classroom assistants? Oh, man. Yeah, somebody getting fired. Somebody getting fired. First off, right? Now, I know y'all want to get into the Jermaine Dupri. I know y'all want to get into him trying to stand tall on these socks and showing his little knobby ass knees. I know y'all want to get into that real quick. The control room, what up? I know y'all want to get into him and them damn knees. Yeah, ain't no classroom assistants. They all gonna get 55. They might get fired. I don't know where they at. Yeah. That's okay. We sure got room for new ones. Yeah. We want to hit Jermaine Dupri early, but we not going to do that. Okay? We not going to do that. Why? Because it's really unnecessary. It is. These dudes is clowns. And more, every day, platform on platform, they're being exposed. Don't know why he just don't identify. I don't know. Just identify and get it over with. Because there's no grown man. We already said it. Over 50 wearing little girly booty socks. Those are booties. That's what I recall from when my sister was in dance school. From when my sister was a little girl. Mom used to say, go get her booties, put her booties on. He got on booties. He trying to stand tall because they Louis V. Son, those are girl socks, not woman socks, not teenager socks. Those are little girl socks they got y'all in. And you want to stand tall on that? Sir, be our guest. Okay? It's your little nasty ass, tight ass little suit. You look like somebody little Doja. I'm telling you. You looking like every little 10-year-old boy from the South going to Easter Sunday with Medea. That's what you look like in them socks, kid. So I don't know what broad you dealing with that's telling you that's okay. Who your mans is that's telling you that's okay. But in this class, sir, we are telling you. You look like Medea dressed you to go Easter Sunday trying to be sharp. Woo-wee. Look at my grandson there, my grandson there. He's sharp. Woo-wee. You know, that's that shit when they say, woo-wee, he is sharp. Look at him. Wearing them little girl socks. And then when he gets to church, all the other ladies gonna talk about his grandma. And my dick, why you got that boy wearing them girl socks there now? You couldn't find him some socks? Yeah. So we not jacking that, but it won't stop. It just won't. We seen it once, we seen it twice, now you doubling down on it. Son, come on. Nah, don't blame it on Janet. Janet ain't do nothing to him. No, we not going there. I'm not jacking that. One Janet. I don't know who gonna love him or who did it to him. Nah. Maybe Jagged Edge. Somebody did it to him. Don't blame Janet. Nah. Nah. Yeah, very nasty work. Very nasty work. And the knees is dry. Ashy. Like, come on, son. That's what killed me. These dudes think about putting on this European fashion or these European labels that means something. It don't mean nothing. It really don't. Any booster could go boost them socks. You see what they doing all around the world. Kids is running up in Louis V, Balenciaga, Dior, Fendi, Gucci. They running up in these spots and taking it for dummies like you. So anybody can get that. Anybody could get that. So what's the why are you trying to stand tall on that as a man? A grown man. It's just despicable. We may come back to him later. First though, I want to get deep into, and please, somebody tag him. And I know I'm in the town, and I know, you know, I was out all day today running around. Attended the fire department, FDNY graduating class because 2 of my youngins graduated. They are now Proby firemen, and I'm so proud of them. You know what I'm saying? And I had them since they were friends with my son. These dudes was in the 5th grade. Now these dudes in their 30s. My work. You dig what I'm saying? All his mans. And it's not just them 2. Those 2 just happen to be firemen now. Okay? The rest of them, they all doing their thing. None of them caught a bid. None of them wilded out in the street. None of them. That's the influence and the impact when you are engaged with these youngins as black men. A crew of them. And 2 of them today now in a position to save my life. They firemen. Black firemen. So, come on, man. This is the work that I do on a regular basis. So all this shit dudes be coming on here talking about what they do, how they do it. No receipts. Zero. But they get multi-checks, multi-thousands of checks coming on social media playing games. I gotta come on at 11:30 because I'm doing this work for real. I'm in my communities and others every day. So yeah, I've been a bit busy today. Okay, so I don't know who was responding or who might have seen the class last night, but I gotta double down on it. I don't know who he has in his corner or who he doesn't have, but I wish, for this Bishop Lamor Whitehead to stay off of social media. I'm serious. It is not looking good, and for somebody who's been in that position he's in, no, I can't say that because I wasn't on the street. I blew trial. I wasn't on bail. I was in. I never made bail. Ever. So I was always fighting from behind. But I know what it's like to blow trial. I know what it's like. And I know certain things you shouldn't do. And for whatever reason, his legal team, his fam, his peeps is not telling him to stop. So I happened to watch clips of what he's been saying since he blew trial. And it's very weird. It's weird for me. For one, I know that if they've been on him like that and been on his social media like that, they're still on it, being that he's still out. Everything that he's saying, the DA has, they're going to present that at his sentencing. You understand? The judge is going to take that into account. Not only are they going to do it at his sentencing, but the report when he's going in, that's going to be on there. And when he's fighting for his appeals, and when he's on, on his way out, whether he gets 10, 20, or 30 years. The way he's making these statements, shit, they may upgrade it. Sentencing, because the statements that he's making is not one of responsibility. Taking responsibility for your actions. And for whatever reason, and again, we don't know, because we only get what we're privy to. But he's of the belief that he's been lined up. Okay? And making those statements before you get sentenced is basically spitting in the face of the justice system. Hear me out. He's saying that he's innocent, that this is for lack of a better slang terminology, these are trumped up allegations, that this is all about the mayor. And none of the charges that we know of, all right? None of the charges that we know of are in any alignment with this mayor. So I don't know why his attorneys are not saying, yo, pump your brakes. Excuse me, we trying to get leniency here. We're trying to get you a little light. Again, we already said he's middle-aged, just like many of us. You dig what I'm saying? Many of us. A 20-year bid will finish you. Straight up, it's gonna finish you. It's not like you've been in there and consistently been in and out like some of our soldiers. So you may have dudes in there that's 50, 55 running around like they in their 20s, right? Nah, you've been out here in the lap of luxury with leather bucket seats under your ass getting to the bag, right? $4,000 suits, $2,500 glasses, jewels. You've been living real good. You going from that right to the hooscow. Yo, a dub is gonna be rough. Why give reason for them to give you any more? Why? It makes no sense. So let me just figure this out here. Let us figure this out together as a class. One of the statements, and the main statement, and it keeps throwing out there, is they want it, or they want the mayor. They want the mayor. Now this is a federal charge. These were federal charges. This is the feds. The mayor of New York City is an elected city official, not a state official. This ain't the governor, this ain't no senator, and all that other stuff that is right in alignment when the feds come. All right? So if the feds wanted Mayor Adams, they snatch his monkey ass right on up. Or have some people who are close to him on a daily basis, they would utilize them. Trust and believe, it's not hard. Feds do nasty work. Nasty, nasty work. So why would they trump you? Why would they put charges on you? I'm serious. Why you? If they wanted him. You think they can't get him? You don't see the small little shit they trying to go at him with the campaign financing and running through that young chick crib? That little shit can rock him. That little piece of that shit. They want Adams, they don't need you. And I'm gonna be honest. I already told y'all in this class, I knew this man was going to be mayor 12 years ago. 12 years ago. When he was borough president, he was in East New York on a regular. That was where he was at. Rocking with the nonprofits, making sure the public schools was getting funded. That was his base. East New York, Brownsville, certain part. Come on, this man, I'm seeing him on a regular. He's really doing functions for him, fundraisers, appreciating and giving proclamations to neighborhood individuals who are doing grassroots works. 12 years ago, they were saying, this is our next mayor. And we watched the climb. And everybody he was messing with then, he's messing with now. I ain't never see you. Never seen him at none of the functions. Not one. And damn sure ain't seen him in none of the cabinet positions. So you not that close. You're not that close. Not that close. Okay? It's very, very funny style. They keep saying that they want him. They want the mayor. But he's not saying that the feds ever asked him that. Peace, Shabazz. Peace. Much appreciated for the super chat. Ramadan Mubarak. Yes, I know you're eating. I know you broke your fast. I know you're eating. Okay, much appreciated. So he's not saying specifically, yo, they said if I do this, I'll be home. They said, not saying none of that, but just keep saying that they want him. And you held it down? You held it down for somebody who, if they really wanted him, or if he was in a bad position, would be able to hold you down? A city mayor wouldn't be able to hold you down. So let me get this straight now. A 46-year-old that's doing the most in the street, that's flashy, jewels, wifey, just had a seed, whips, everything. You gonna risk it all for somebody you not with on a daily? That really? You gonna hold it down. This is what we supposed to believe. You holding it down for him? I want y'all to use your brain here. Let's make it make sense. Nicky Barnes told on his whole crew. They was getting money in the street. Them people came knocking. He gave everything up, regardless of what reasons we trying to throw out there. Yo, they was doing this. Yo, they was doing that. Y'all making this, y'all making that. Just put it in perspective. We talking about street dudes. He gave it up. Frank Lucas gave it up. Street dudes getting plenty money. Ratted. Gave it up. Now, people may make the argument. Nah, man. Nah, Nicky was a fiend anyway. Frank was this and that. The top point is they ratted and knew that they wasn't coming home. But they still told to get their charge down, at least to give them a little bit of light. Frank made it home. Nicky made it home. one of the most notorious street dudes. And we know preacher of the preacher crew told on everybody and his kids. And he was official. As far as we know, sick, demented, putting pain in. And he told. And he told. You know who else told? Sammy the Bull Gravano. Sammy the Bull Gravano. He told. Copped out. To 19 bodies, they say. Told. So you want us to believe, that no street action was going on, that wasn't getting too much bread together, because this is the mayor. Y'all not getting no bread together. We gonna make that assumption. Y'all wasn't getting no street money together. But the feds wanted him. You didn't tell. Because you that official that you gonna risk 40 years on some trumped up charges thinking you gonna get around it when you know they got witnesses, witness testimony and all this shit. Okay? You want us to believe that you were standing tall with a brand new seed? Come on, man. Come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing? No, for real, for real. This is what social media has done to people. That they could just come on and believe that we gonna believe this cap. Again, this situation is dire. Situation is terrible. But at some point, you have to stop. Just stop. Get off social media, collect yourself, and get ready for this next journey. Because nobody's buying that. They not. Matter of fact, I made sure, because this is my class. I don't care about what anybody else do on social media. I don't care about what they point out, their objective. I'm giving my people common sense. We dealing with intelligence, a high science broken down to common sense, so we can stop with this dumb shit that go on social media. I went directly to NewYork.gov, the government website for New York City. All of the mayor interviews, everything is on there, okay? Questioning them. Now this was, okay, March 12th. Questions from news media everywhere in the city. One of the questions, this was his answer. With Bishop Whitehead, now this is the mayor, with Bishop Whitehead, I don't know what was going on with his investigation. I had no part of it. The prosecutors indicated that there was no benefits coming from government. And so I can't respond to, what the thoughts are around that. Lisa, Zornberg, chief counsel to the mayor and city hall. This is the lawyer for the mayor. Said this: I would just add with a quote that the federal prosecutor made during his closing argument in the Whitehead trial when he said, quote, Mr. Whitehead was, quote, lying about access. He was lying about influence. He was lying about all of it. Question from the press: when was the last time you spoke with the bishop, Mayor Adams? I don't even remember the last time. What are we doing here? This is the person who you claim they after, who you was holding down. You holding them down. This is what's good. What are we doing here? So now you come on social media, on your live, and making these statements that's going to do nothing but harm you in your sentencing, in your appeals, and cut it out. Just fall back. Yeah, they got, no, there's no question that he's been around him. They've been photographed together. And not just no arm around. Yeah, there's no question. He knows him. Just like a lot of us. But to put him in that space and say that you was all this is because they want him? Nah, we're not doing that. And his loved ones, his people around him need to say, yo, fall back, man. Just cut it out. You wilding right now. You see, this ain't no joke about just writing this. This is right here. This is it. This is the government shit. It's coming right off the website. This is the website. What are we doing? Just chill. This way, people can support. When support is going to be needed. That's it. Just chill. What are we doing? Chill. Chill. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Because there's nothing there to substantiate any of that. None. None. Nothing is there. No cabinet, nothing. The link to say that they went at you because of him. That's what you want to do? There's nothing. You go on his sites, he got everything. Everything that's on there. When they want to go at the mayor, they could go at him. He got deputy mayors, he got senior advisors, officials, staff, everything. Everything. And everybody got a title. Aging department for New York City for the aging, justice coordinators, animal welfare, appointments, You got all type of stuff going on in city planning. Even, I'm gonna keep it above. You even have specific clergy. Specific clergy. He got an imam, that's the official imam that he works for the city. Yeah, dealing with all type of Islamic issues. He got rabbis that deal with the rabbis. Senior pastors with PhDs. He even got a Buddhist council. He got everything. Why? Where you at in that? So it doesn't make sense. And we get it. We get it. It's deep. It's a deep situation. But yo, it's not helping. It's not helping for you to keep coming through like that. Nah, baby. Nah. So his lawyers, the lawyer that before the trial was popping off, that he was giving interviews and giving props to, nah, homegirl, y'all need to get on your job. And your job is protecting your client, even when it comes to protecting him from himself. That's what true effective counsel does. You don't allow him to further put himself behind the wall. And that's just what it is. That's what it is. Because remember, he helped his people. He had a congregation. There were people who was getting helped. And that's going to be his support system. That's going to be his support system. There ain't going to be no dudes in the street acting up, running crazy and all that shit. That don't help. There ain't no support for him. Doing shit in his name and running crazy, that's not no help for him. That's just gonna get y'all jammed. Simple as that. That's how that shit run. The true support is the rally behind him. Get the legal team, get that shit right, and make sure that his appeals is good. We try to work from that point, but to keep running off on social media about what you didn't do, what's not, what's this, what's that, and these people that's not holding you down, ain't none of them gonna hold you, none of them in that government position gonna hold none of that down. They not sitting with you with that. They just not. They just not. Ain't none of them one, especially after seeing what took place. They may not make statement, but trust and believe they was watching. Everybody was watching. You dig? So, that's where we at with that. And again, we don't want to revisit it in class. Let's just put it like that. But most of us been in that position. Or we have somebody close in our family who've been in that position. I've been in that position. I done blew trial. I done did time. So all that trolling and capping shit, that shit don't mean nothing to me. I cut that bullshit out. Yeah, I'm here every day. Fuck out of here. I'm not no regular social media dude. Talk that little slick shit. I'm right here on a regular basis. Regular. We not doing that. You see it. My line is the 3 line. I'm not on the B. I'm not on the J. Nah, I'm a hard rock built from the Koch administration on the 3 line, nigga. That's me with that trolling shit. Nah, I'm conducting class and teaching because the justice system is not a game, okay? And we're going to get into that in class more. Let me make sure we going through these subjects, and I gotta start speeding up. I don't want y'all up too late, especially if y'all fasting, okay? So we went through that. That was one bishop. Now we gotta get to the next bishop, right? There's a bishop in Hartford, Connecticut, okay? Hartford, Connecticut. There's a bishop who has now said he's sick of the crime that's going on. He's putting armed security out in the streets around their house of worship and in the community. This bishop, matter of fact, he's an archbishop. Archbishop Dexter Burke formed an armed citizen patrol to police the streets. Archbishop Dexter Burke called for armed citizen patrols after Garden Street saw a spike of gun-related crimes, including a double homicide near his church in February, right? A local activist spearheaded the effort and launched the Minister Cornell Lewis Self-Defense Brigade. Archbishop Burke's solution to local violence has drawn criticism from Hartford's mayor. Okay? Now hear me out. Because this is what people, especially our people, speak on. Police not doing anything. Okay? Nobody seems to be doing anything. Everybody is going through a heavy narcotic, prescription drug crisis. Crime is up here. As quiet as people believe Connecticut to be, some cities in Connecticut get real busy. They always had a heroin problem. Listen, Bridgeport, West Haven, yeah, man. Yeah, Hartford, man, listen. Yeah, so this is what people want to know. Who is going to do what? Now, there's a lot of grassroots programs all over the nation. They're not getting the job done. Their mission statements are weak, okay? The NOI seem to be absent in many cities. We're going to keep that a buck. At one point in time, people looked for, even advocated for the NOI and the fruit to be in their communities. They seem to be absent in a lot of communities, and the communities that they are in, we don't know. Strategies from the 70s, 80s, and even 90s, that's 3-4 decades removed. It's not working. Okay? So people are sick of individuals using these vehicles like this, right? Social media to come and just talk. They want action. They want results. So this archbishop got people together and started this self-defense brigade. And as I always tell you, When you're speaking arms, when you're speaking self-defense, your first task is going to always be to clean up your own before you can even fathom going up against your enemy. Because today, as in the past, your own are the ones that's killing you. Your own are the ones that are causing you the most havoc. Stealing, raping, pushing drugs. So if you're serious about the growth of your people, if you're serious about shifting the paradigm and the dynamics in your living areas, in your communities, you're gonna have to deal with these black ass demons. We said this in class many times. You gotta deal with your own. So now this Archbishop said this is what we're gonna do. Now the mayor criticized them. Check what the mayor said. The Democrat mayor. We keep telling y'all about the Democratic Party and their need to keep bullshit going. Okay, this is what he said. Adding more guns in the midst of trauma, in the midst of pain in our community, is just going to lead to more deaths. This is what the mayor of Hartford, Connecticut said. Now, we can go back and forth, but we do know something has to be done. Now, today, beautiful event I went to, graduating first responders, graduating these probies into the fire department of New York in a mega church, right there out the way. But right directly across the street from the mega church, we got hoes. Yeah, 304s. Yeah, man, high heels and all that click-clacking, bucket naked, a track. Not no late at night track. Nah, 24-hour track. 24 hour. 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning when kids are going to school, 8:30 in the morning when the 9 to 5ers are walking through a bona fide track. Yeah, right down the block from the mega church. And they don't do nothing. They even got parishioners parking on the track. So you mean to tell me Sister Clara and them getting ready to come up in the mega church and give you $100, $200 tithe and 10% throughout the year, and they gotta step out their car and step right into a hoe? Some of them be musty and big and woo. Do you understand? Nobody's doing nothing about it. Now, I go out there and try to speak to them and advise them to get off and get in the shelters and all that. Why? Because that's my area. Just like it's down the block from the mega church, it's also directly across the street from the projects I was raised in. So I try to do what I can. Here, this Archbishop is saying no more. No more. Now, people in the community seem to be okay with it. Clapping and all that. Okay? Check it out. Quote, "It was important to come out here because we believe that we have to keep the community safe, keep the community clean, and we're doing this by being out here for a few hours. Clean up the community, pick up the trash, said a Hartford resident, right? Right there on Garden Street, right? We are legally armed and we are patrolling, said Cornell Lewis, the founder of the Self-Defense Brigade. The people on Garden Street came to us and asked us for help. While there did not appear to be open carry, which is banned in Connecticut, organizers previously told us those armed would be licensed and have concealed weapons. All right? We are not vigilantes. We are a group of people that are disciplined and trained. We go to the shooting range, said Lewis. Now, yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Now, it does need to be tweaked because it says the founder of the brigade says they plan to do the patrols a few times a week. Now, coming from grassroots organizations, coming from nonprofit organizations where we dealt with this type of work and dealt with the community, I'm telling you that a few hours, a few times a week definitely isn't enough. Nah, because we was out there 24/7 and still couldn't get to everything. Though we did in our first year drop the homicide rate 60% and subsequently added another 10% the following year and made a big dent when we had the official original clique running around doing it, you still couldn't get to everything. So a couple of hours, a few times a week is not gonna get it. But they putting the effort in. So we definitely gonna watch that, right? Definitely gonna watch that, you know, and support as much as we can because that has to be what takes place in all neighborhoods, in all cities throughout this space where we live, where we reside in. Okay? Somebody has to do it. I did it. Trust and believe we did it. Trust and believe. And we, I'm talking about us, the 75th precinct is the largest. We got 3 sectors within that precinct, the largest, one of the top in the city. And we used to walk all through the city, all through, from Cypress to Pink Houses to Linden to cross the boulevard, all up Liberty, Atlantic, the Bammers, Linden, Boulevard, Penworthman, the whole shit. All night. Okay? So it's going to take committed men to do it. Like they said, disciplined and well-trained, and they have to also educate the community. Gotta do something. So we're gonna watch what Hartford, Connecticut does. We're gonna keep an eye on that. And if they promote it and are successful, you know, you might have some copycats running around to pick that up because it has to happen. It has to happen. We have to fix us. So we're going to watch what they do. But in the meantime, where my Philly people at? Where my Philly people at? Because I just seen a vid from a Philly police, armed up, extendo clip and all that, warning people to get their kids, to get their grandkids, because they have now orders to be absolutely non-tolerant of any bullshit, and they going to start clapping first to deal with the escalation in crime in Philly. They got some new policies on the books, and their law enforcement is getting ready to wow out. I watched a video from my dude OG Law, who again came to us for training in the Cure Violence program. So this is how people always say, damn son, how you know all these people, how you move around, boom, boom, like Brother Darrell out there in Durham, North Carolina. Yeah, all that because we were the lead in that. When it came to New York, we was the lead. So because we were so successful in the first year, we trained everybody who was in that line. So yeah, Barksdale and them out in Bmore, OG Law, Samar Starks out in Philly. You understand? People in Troy and Schenectady, New York, all through the boroughs. Yeah. So, and in that, I'm not just sitting in the boroughs. Since I got family in a lot of them cities, I visited a lot of the sites. And I've been doing the work on my own. Okay? Without that. Because the work has to get done whether I'm with a nonprofit or not. And the relationships I make, I'm real. So I'll pull up in McDougal Terrace, straighten the P's, in other cities and states for dolo. So if anybody think I'm gonna even worry about how I move in my own neck of the woods, you crazy. You crazy. I wish somebody would think something sweet. Yeah, I pull up in McDougal for dolo. I go to North Philly for dolo. Ain't no yo, my mans and them, and my little hitters and no doges for dolo. Because I'm coming with love and solutions. So again, when that work got to get put in, it has to get put in. We have to do it. But this Philly cop was saying, yo, they gonna start laying kids down. They're going to start laying kids down. And y'all could come on social media with that, yo, no justice, no peace, yo, these cops, they forewarning y'all. Because whatever is going on internationally, whatever is going on higher ups with this migrant thing, with this and that, the last thing they need is melanated people to wow out. Okay? That's the last thing they need, is for melanated people to start wilding out, because we know the terrain. We know the laws. See, they could deal with migrants and immigrants. They don't know the laws. Anytime they want to pick them up and get them up out, they could pick them up, incarcerate them, do all that when they want to. Because them dudes that get railroaded through all type of courts. They get out of here. They know how to deal with that crisis. But us, who are knowledgeable on the law and how to apply it and how to get around it, they cannot have our kids unruly. So they're going to pop them. And that's what homie was saying with an extendo, body armor, all that. Warning, yo, get your kids in Philly. He telling them that. He's telling them that. Right, Tata, that's what he talking about. Was that because of that. And that was on our local news up here. So this is how it's going down. Now, because of all this going on, I don't know if y'all got hip to it. Louisiana, the state of Louisiana, that governor just signed 8 new bills into law. Tough on crime bills. But not only tough on crime bills, he also threw something up in there, okay? He also threw something up in there on the low. 18-year-olds without a permit can conceal carry in Louisiana. So now kids hear that, oh, they think that gives them the green light to wild out. No, sir, shorty. That's giving them the green light to lay your dumb ass down. Okay? That's what they doing. They giving them the green light, shorty, to lay your dumb ass down. Look, Loki, you know Meek and Wild. They not doing nothing. They get into the bag. They will not say nothing. They not going to say nothing counter to the agenda. Not going to do it. They're going to keep talking reform. They're going to keep doing that. They're not going to do anything or say anything against the agenda. That's why I'm sitting here hipping you. I don't know what little Boozy doing. He better tell little Pootie and all them stop playing with them hammers online. You hear me? They gonna come down extra hard, giving them little dudes more time in Louisiana. They giving citizens more rights to pop you, okay? This is how it's going down. And our people still want to play. You're worrying about Drea and this young boy having a seed. Y'all worrying about a whole bunch of dumb shit. And Tasha K talking about who doing this to what. No, y'all keep listening to that nonsense. All right? And slowly but surely, you're going to look around and we're going to be knee deep in a war zone. You're going to see federal, state, local arms in your communities. You're going to see them running down on your children and on y'all old ass dudes that's still in the street acting dumb, and they're going to literally be holding court right in the street, and they're going to be saying silly stuff. Never mind them trying to explain a chokehold. Never mind them trying to explain what happened to Tamir or what happened to the knee in the back of the throat and all that. No. They're putting laws on the books that are reminiscent of laws during Reconstruction and pre-Civil War, where they could just snatch you and do what the hell they wanted to do with you. Y'all didn't see from 12 Years a Slave. Them was regular old white dudes just kidnapping people, taking them down south, putting them on a plantation. Much different now. They're just going to be laying dudes down in the street. And it's not nothing that's some fear-mongering. This is happening. It's happening. But people not paying attention to how it's being legally done. Legally done. It's on the books. Oh, word. Yeah, you could be 18 years old, conceal carry without a permit. Yeah, you can do that. But what do you think the mindset of the officers are? What do you think they're telling them in roll call? What do you think they speak about when they're in the bar off duty? What do you think is going on in their churches when they're going to praise and worship and have their men groups and going on retreats? Everybody in Louisiana that's 18 is going to be suspect. And if you reach for a pack of Skittles or you reach for whatchamacallit, or if you go in the store and doing any regular shit that 18-year-olds do, you're going to get popped. That's what's going to happen. You're going to get popped. And then you got to ask Boozy why. You got to ask NBA and why. You got to ask all these Lil Wayne and Manny and Baby. You got to ask them, what's going on? That's where it's at. And then they're going to realize they just wasted 25 years telling y'all to shake your ass and all that, and not having no type of political education classes, no type of basic training classes, no type of first responder classes, nothing. Nothing. And they're going to sit there with that little nasty ass bag that they got to. Yeah, because they got to the bag. And then they're going to just reach behind and fill their grippers while they watching the same shit that the Palestinians is watching in Gaza. Whole families being wiped out. None of them with no arms. Starving, no food. Trust and believe. Philly, Brooklyn, Bronx, B-More, Broad Street, Richmond, 55, Highway 55 running through McDougal, all that. All of our communities. Just like that. Newark, Elizabeth, all our communities are 6 to 8 months away from looking like Gaza. I'm telling you. Telling you. So stop playing. Stop playing. That's just what it is. But Jermaine Dupri could keep wearing little girl socks. That's what I'm saying. What's the mission statement in that? What's the uniform in that? I'm telling y'all, all information. We 73 minutes in. All this information, okay? And what are we doing? You got grown men. If he was in the service, Jermaine Dupri would be a general if he was a damn officer at 50. And if he was an enlisted man, he'd be a first sergeant or a sergeant major. That's where you're supposed to gauge people based on age. And he'd be wearing little girl socks. That's where he at with it. And our people are damn near destitute, living check to check with kids that don't find the importance in anything substantial. All right? So yeah, let these dudes keep wearing purses. Let these dudes keep wearing skirts and Fenty drawers. Okay? Now let them keep doing that. Keep doing it. Because these are the people who are supposed to help you. These are the people who's supposed to be going into corporate America and bringing you back the secrets so you can tell your kids how to get resource and money up out of that. They don't do none of that. So why are we paying them any attention? They don't come back and tell us, yo, here, do this, do that. Yo, nah, y'all tell y'all kids to become music publishers. Nah, they don't gotta get in. Tell them just to write. Yo, nah, go over there. This is the jobs they could be doing. They don't do none of that. None of it. But always want you to watch something. Always want you to support something. Always want you to come to a concert. Or they want you to do all that. And at the end of it, you don't get nothing. Nothing. Not shit. Not nothing. But a good time, feel-good song. That's it. That's it. That's where we at. So what are we going to do? We're going to keep listening to the cap? We're not going to make it make sense? Because this is serious. You want to talk about the migrants in your hood already, and they're already doing things and posting up, but we only got one example so far. And look where he coming at it, because all the conscious people is here, all the woke people. Church don't do shit. Church ain't doing nothing. Christian this, they ain't doing nothing. They doing that's the slave masters up. Got the Archbishop though, out of Connecticut, put arms on the street to protect not only his church, but the community around it. All men. So where these conscious folk at? I keep telling y'all about them conscious and them woke ass Ankh and dashiki wearing punks that don't do shit in the community. Y'all don't see them, but y'all give them all y'all attention and money on social media. Y'all don't see them in the community. Half of them be living with an old face somewhere in a duplex apartment or in one of the spots. They don't live downtown Durham or in the hood. They living over there by Southgate Mall. Shit like that. They living on the other side. Living up in Cary, but coming online talking about, yeah, you got to be woke. Yo, you know what? Nah, you can't use that toothpaste. Yo, nah. You got to drink water once a week. Nah, don't use that soap. This is what they do. I'm saying. And when people come to make sense, we don't get no support. When people come, talk the talk, everybody sit and watch and try to wait and to see when we gonna fold. I don't fold. This is what I do. I've been up since 5:30 and gotta get up again at 5:30. And I did more before 9 o'clock than a lot of these dusty ass dudes did since Monday. I'm telling you, it's gonna come a time where I'm not gonna be able to come through because it's minimal return on that. It just is. And we at war. I got to be out there in them streets. You see what they setting up for. Now let's get to Haiti. And I always hesitate, when it comes to speaking on Haiti, because I want and I am working on having somebody right there on the ground in real time that I can have a constructive dialogue with, so I can see how I can manifest some energy that's going to be very effective in not only educating about it, but supporting our people. I don't want no third-hand info. No, I want somebody there on the ground. I want somebody there on the ground so I can get a firm understanding of it. But in my research and historically, I already know what time it is. Definitely. But it's turned up, all the way up. And now the governor is sending troops. The governor, DeSantis, because he can't send a National Guard, Coast Guard. So now he's sending troops and aircraft to protect Florida from gangs, in which they said the gangs are coming. So what are you going to do? I want to know, because he's wild for the night. He's wild for the night. So what are you going to do? Send the Coast Guard to start gunning the boats down? Because he's scared of what's going on with the Haitian population in Florida. It's getting deep. It's getting deep. So, are we going to talk about, because again, I'm going to challenge any of the Haitian gangs that can hear me, any of the Zoes. The chicken boss claim that he do for y'all. The chicken boss always talking about Zoe this and Zoe that. Y'all done had a lot of people talking about that from the hip hop community. Y'all in dire straits right now. Y'all need a lot. I want to know what's going on. I don't hear none of these rap dudes, not one, talk about it. I ain't seen none of them come on their platform talking about, yo, we need to support our people in Haiti. I ain't hear the chicken boss say it. I ain't hear nobody from his label say it. I ain't hear none of them. Khalid, none of them. I ain't see nobody send no money over there. None of that. I'm talking about hip-hop community. These commercial rap dudes that have been spitting in their lyrics all decade about how many zones they got on their team, how many people they put in work, this and that, this, waving that flag. I ain't see none of them do nothing yet. Said no support, nothing. Yeah, exactly. Where's Clef? All right, we ain't hear Pete. Where's Praz? I know Bishop Whitehead getting ready to get sentenced. Praz been blue trial. We did that class like 4 months ago. He ain't get sentenced yet. Where Praz? Come on now. It's a lot. It's a lot of them. Where they at? Let me know if they are doing what need to be done. Let me know if they sending that bread. They did. Who's that? Urban Sweet Spot. Good looking out. Wyclef was speaking to Haitian press and asked Ariel Henry to step down. He did? Okay. Was that the right thing for him to do? Because last time he went out there, they clapped him. Yeah, Tata, we know that. We know Khalid ain't speaking about nothing. nothing. He learned from the last time. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Because they clapped him. He better be on the right side of this. Yeah. He better be on the right side of this. He know. He know. You dig? But I'm telling you, it's not enough for people to get on the news or make TikToks and, yo, watch this, watch that, watch this, watch that. No. What can be specifically done to support the people? That's what liberators do. We do. We don't talk. What can be done specifically? They want to elect their own president. Now, why? They've been wanting to do that for decades. I know, I've been around. And my thing is, as always, when there's a great distance, when there's water, when there's turmoil, when there's people who don't even have passports. Matter of fact, I have to go to because the head pastor in Flatbush, the head pastor of the Haitian churches is a good dude. That's my dude. He used to come to the hospital when I was working in the ER with the surgeons. Good dude, and ask him what can be done specifically, right? Just like I'm in touch with a lot of people who are of Palestinian descent, and we have discussions. Some of y'all done caught the lives. What can we do specifically? Because soon we're not going to be able to help no one at all. Because it's getting ready to get turned up right here. Once that weather crack, and up here, East Coast, right here in the tri-state area, once we hit that 60, 65 every day, this spring and summer, man, this spring and summer gonna be something. It's gonna be something. So again, you right, you gotta help, and it is not difficult. The first thing we need to do to better help ourselves is right here. Have to think like a soldier so you can manifest as a soldier. Right here. Right here. There's a lot of black minds that toe up. Toe up. I'm tired to see it every day. That's why I'm telling you, Umar capping, Tariq capping. These dudes not telling you nothing. Shit they talking is garbage. Because there's no way you can get somebody to understand here when we coming from books like the Black Athena, okay? Concept, political theory. We talking heavy shit to people in the street who don't have the slightest understanding of who they are and their purpose and where they could be. Can you talk? Come on. But this is the shit they sell people. All you got to do is be RBG. That's all you got to do is be black. That's it. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. Keep believing that dumb shit. And boy, oh boy. Yeah. I'm telling you, that don't get it. Take a little bit more than that, because our people are sick. Sick. When you here working in the gutter, street level, you see it all. You can look right there. You can see the weakness of a man right through his iris. Yeah, RZA said it the best. I'm telling you. What was the name of the book? The Black Athena? Y'all never read The Black Athena? That's hard science, man. Hard science. Get The Black Athena. It's about this thick. Mean joint. But you gotta work your way up to that. Whose platform do I suggest? I watched clips of both of them, Bobby Hemmett and Phil Valentine. It's good intel, it's good information. I don't watch them every day. I'm too busy working. I'm into work. I don't see anybody. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I've been doing this since I was a baby, since I was a kid. I mean, Bobby Hemmett is, definitely knowledgeable, but he ain't busting no hammer. Neither is Phil. And they not gonna bust no hammer. And that's for real. I don't see anybody. The only one who I see on social media, on the regular, that has never said anything to disappoint me is the kid Diallo. That's the only one who I always watch when I do catch myself watching their platform. That kid Diallo is on point. He understands. He gets it. Everybody else is sus. Sus. They not busting their hammer. They not even trying to get into it. That's it. He's the only one that's consistent, that knows what it's going to take. That's it. I don't see nobody else. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, Diallo from BPM. Exactly. Only one. That's it. That I would listen to, that I would sit there and I would watch. That's it. Anybody else on social media, get them, especially current, I may go back and watch interviews. No, man, no. Mess with no RZA, no. As of late, he's been doing a lot more as far as language and what he's saying, but he's not telling you to bust no hammer neither. They not. If someone is not telling you that you have the potential to be greater every day, every minute that passes, you have the potential to be greater, but you got to get rid of your enemy. You have to deal with that in your mind. You have to conceptualize you taking out your enemy. You can't rely on his economics. You can't rely on his books. You can't rely on his religious beliefs. You can't rely on nothing. All that has to get up out of you. If they're not telling you that, they're doing a disservice to you. whether it's on social media, whether you see them in a panel, wherever, if they're not telling you in your face, screaming it to you, or whispering in your ear, yo, Kizzy spit in a cup. Yo, we got to get rid of these old fays. Say they're doing a disservice. They're going to tell you to hurry up and wait. They're going to tell you, yo, no, that's reactionary shit. Nah, I don't see that from none of them. They're getting a bag. They all are comfortable in their oppression. And I'm not comfortable in oppression. I could never be comfortable. I'm a soldier. I'm not comfortable in no oppression. Enemies got to go. Because they are working every day to get rid of you. So you can't have no concern for them. No. You can't think of nothing else but that. That's it. That got to be in your mind. So now, when you are reading certain books, when you are in specific positions, when you are in certain institutions, you got to be in that institution to get the resource and destroy it. That's it. That's it. You know, play. And again, we commend the Archbishop in Connecticut. We commend you on that. It's a show of force. You got arms. You're doing your thing. But that ain't the only way you can leave somebody. There's plenty ways to leave somebody. Plenty ways. That's not loud. Man, flesh is fragile. You can hand your enemies, they last any way you like, but they gotta go. They have to go, right? They gotta go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna share it. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna share it because I've DM'd it to a lot of people. Instant messenger. There is, I want to say he's a rabbi. But I just sent it to some people about war and what the Israelis, people of the Jewish faith, believe when it comes to war. They don't care if you are 8-year-old or you're an 80-year-old elder. You got to go by any means because the 8-year-old is strong enough to bust his hammer just like the 80-year-old is. So they don't care about none of that. They don't. They going through Gaza. They have zero mercy, zero tolerance. Now, they're doing that outright. But remember, they're doing it outright because they're getting funds from here. So that means your enemy have that same belief. And you gonna play games? Black folk gonna sit around? You gonna have a leader that's telling you, no, we need a museum. Oh, no, we need a school. We got schools all over the country. Your bedroom is a school. When we first was getting knowledge of self, the gods had school in the lobby. They had school in the elevator. They had school in the staircase. They had school in the park. Any place of learning is your school. Any place. So you can build soldiers in the street, which is why they still now are going to open up and use those old laws where our kids can't be in the street more than 5 in a group. That's going to be outlawed and reason for them to have probable cause. Okay? So what you donating to this clown who let Sukiyana look in his grippers? Why are you donating to him to get a school? We got school. We having class right now. I don't need $1 million. Funding my war effort, I don't ask for nothing specific. Fund it. Send it. Because this school, we going to grow it. Right here. And if people have been rocking with me since last year, or 3 years ago, or 10 years ago, from Facebook all the way through, they've been learning. I done graduated many people, changed lives. So what are we doing? What are we doing? You want a museum so you can shake your ass in a dashiki and call yourself woke? With comedians that tell woke jokes and whores that shake their ass to woke songs? And y'all gave $1 million for that? And all around you, the same migrants and immigrants that they want to call funny names and talk about their hairlines, they arming up. And this licking his lips, curly hair, hot pants ass Negro is consistently saying he not no leader, but give him bread. And he not telling nobody to arm up. He not telling y'all to take first responder classes. He not, none of these dudes is doing none of that. I don't listen to them. Not me. Before I'm any of that, before I'm woke, before I'm a father, before anything, I'm a soldier. I was trained in the streets of East New York to hunt men down. That's what I am. Before any of that. My mother and father birthed a soldier, put him in an environment. Been in East New York since I was 3. I'm a soldier of East New York. We hunted old face down as an adolescent. My pledge is to that. If anybody else is telling y'all any other doctrine, they playing with you. Because all over the world, all over this planet, people is fighting. They getting it in. You ain't talking about no goddamn doctrines. None of that. We need this in order to make it until that day. Get it in. That's our enemy. Ain't none of that. Kumbaya, none of that. Yo, this one is nice, that one ain't none of that. They got to go. So you keep playing with these other dudes on social media. Keep playing with them. Keep following them. I got to do me. I don't have no time for that. Either you rocking or you not. Grab my shirt. I'm making a hole. Either you running to score after I open that hole up, or you not. You could go in the stands and watch. Shit, you could go play another sport. I don't give a damn. Nah. I know what time it is. I know what time it is. It's time for war. Been time for war. You dig? But it's late enough, man. It's late enough. It's late enough. Again, fund the war effort. Fund the war effort. Because that's the only way we able to make this work. It's the only way we able to make this work. All right? So if you're on the West Coast, I know y'all still going to hang out. East Coast, yeah, go to bed. We got to get up in the morning. You know, we got to do what we got to do. Right? But again, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Be safe in them streets and guard your mind. Stop falling for the bullshit on social media. Guard your mind. The dudes is playing. They playing, and it ain't, all I can do is smile. Like Mike Tyson said, yeah, we smiling right now, yeah. But yo, you know what I'm saying? Shit, it get real serious real quick. I'm telling you. I swear I could watch that clip all day. Yeah, we smiling right now. Yeah. It ain't gonna be fun. And we do it with a smile. Because I'm telling you, that's how you have to be. This war is serious. Yeah. You can see it in these eyes. Ain't nothing pussy here. Nothing. I gets it in all day, every day. I makes it home to my family. Trust that. All the time. Whether you au fait or whether you melanated, you get gutted like a fish, kid. Straight up. Straight up. That's what it is. My line is a 3-line, baby. East New York raised. Trust and believe that. If you don't believe nothing else, believe that. See that? Believe that. I love East New York with blood in my eye. Ain't nothing suspect over here. Okay? Serious business. And on that note, we will see y'all later. Classroom assistants. Yes. Keep that funding info going. Let's build this class. 55 gang, get your grades up.